Hello, everyone. It is Monday, and today I'm sitting here with Dr. Murphy, and we're going to do some Mythbusters. Mythbuster Monday. You ready, Doc?
Great.
Okay, so today we're going to be talking about masks and gloves. Right now, we are dealing with a global pandemic. If you haven't heard, I'm sure you have. What I wanted to talk about today, you see a lot of people running around wearing masks, wearing gloves. You either are in team mask glove or you're in not team mask glove. And everyone thinks everyone else is crazy and wrong. So I thought we could say today, what are some, now I'm not saying one thing is right or wrong. I just want to talk about the positive side effects, the positives and negatives, aspects of doing both. Mm-hmm. So the masks and gloves. First of all, let's talk about the masks. Can you talk about different types of masks? Do they work? Do they not work? How do they work? What is the intended purpose of wearing a mask and what is not?
Short of having a plastic shield over your face and breathing through a purified respirator, I don't think the masks are doing a whole lot of good.
Yeah.
So if you're wearing an N95 mask that everybody's making a big deal about, it's not really helping much because you're going to unintentionally touch your face. You got to take it off. You're going to touch your hair.
Exactly.
I mean, you're going to stir it up in the atmosphere. So, it's really not doing any good. And it's interesting, Michelle. I mean, if you look at infections in the OR, okay, just in the operating room, the number one thing, and this is interesting because when you go into the OR and you prep for surgery, you got to scrub. You scrub your hands, you scrub your fingernails, and you have to dry them a certain way from the top down. You got to use the other side of the towel. I mean, there's what they call a scrub-in technique.
There's a protocol.
Well, it's a ritual that we all do when we're scrubbing in for surgery. But the most important thing is they did this study, and a lot of people don't know this, but you know what the most important thing to limit an infection in an operating environment is? Hair bonnet. I know, right?
That's interesting.
You did not know that.
I had no idea.
Yeah, but it's not the face mask.
Because you're touching everything all day as exposed.
Yeah, everything's in the hair.
I'm fixing my hair all the time.
Yeah. Falls out of the hair and blah, blah, blah. But it's not the mask. It's not the hands. I mean, you can scrub with, like I said, the technique and scrub and everything with a brush. We use betadine and all this HIPAA cleanse and everything. But you go in there, your hands are sterile. Mm-hmm. So you're not going to give an infection to somebody. Because it takes about 3-4 hours for bacteria to come back to life on your hands, so to speak. But it's a hair bonnet.
Yeah, that's
hair
interesting.
Bonnet, beard bonnet, if you got a beard. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's what prevents the majority of infection.
The reason for
you don't
want
to sneeze.
Exactly. So what is the intention in a sterile operating environment of a mask?
I think it's it's another precaution. It's a minimal precaution.
Yeah.
So if you look at that in the real world, what we're doing today, I think it's relatively minimal. It's
not. I mean, if I were to cough in the middle of surgery, it could contain my droplets.
Yes.
And so it does do that, the right kind of mask, but not all masks will contain your droplets, correct?
No, that's correct.
Okay.
It has to be short of a face shield, a plastic face shield, it's really not going to stop a lot.
Now, some people will say part of the thing is if we all act like we have COVID-19 and wear a mask, if we all act like we're trying to prevent the transmission, even if we don't have it, the goal is if we all wear it, then that means we are all safer.
No. I think we're safer to a small degree, but relatively not.
Yeah.
The interesting thing is the gloves, okay? Because people put on these gloves, they walk around, they open up the doors with the gloves, they handle the stuff with the gloves. Oh, they got their mask on, so they're going to take their mask off with their glove and run their gloves through their hair. And
exactly. And I got to say, one of the things, now again, we're not saying you should not wear a mask. We're just talking about the positive and negative. Positive and negative. Do what you want.
If it makes you feel better, great. Otherwise, I don't really
Here's what I notice a lot with the masks, okay? People constantly shoving them up and adjusting them. People are... I see people touching their faces more now than they would have ever touched their face before.
This is true.
With gloves, with mask. I watched a woman yesterday come in our clinic. Now, I'm not making fun of you. I am not making fun of you. A woman came in our clinic, had a mask on, had the gloves on. She pulled down her mask to talk once. She pulled it back up. She touched her eyes. And I'm like...
It's over.
and honestly, I think now tell me if I'm wrong. I think my hands are probably cleaner because I'm washing them constantly and sterilizing them than gloves that you're constantly running around and touching everything with.
They are. That's correct. And when we're in the operating room and we need to adjust our mask or something, we have to take our sterile glove, reach down, pick up a towel, a sterile towel, on the back side so the towel's draped over our hand, adjust our mask, and then throw the towel away.
Yeah.
We're not doing this out there.
This is an illusion of safety.
It is an incredible illusion of safety.
And it's probably more germy than it would have been had you not done this.
I would agree with that.
Because you are touching everything now as a result of trying to avoid
get rid of the gloves,
things.
hand sanitizer,
if you want. Now, if you want to keep doing it, we don't hate you about it. We're not
even
going to judge you.
Not doing much.
But it just isn't that effective. So I just thought it would be important today to kind of chat about, that in general. And like how often you should change. If you're going to be wearing gloves, you should be changing them constantly. And your example is the best one.
Yeah, this convenience store I go into a lot where I live.
Yeah.
And I go in there and buy diesel and gas. And the people working back there, they got the mask and the gloves on now, and they're handling the money and everything and all this. And then somebody comes in and says, well, I'd like to have a sub sandwich. So they take their gloves, and they go over there and they get the sub sandwich and you wrap it up. I'm just like, oh my God. You people are not doing anything to protect the public or protect yourselves.
Yeah.
You are doing nothing.
And I feel like
you might be making it worse.
You might be making it worse. And I feel like it's so great that people are trying to take the measures to be safe. And I think it comes from a good place.
It does.
But it's not logical.
Good
100%.
Place. Yeah, wrong intention. I mean, the intentions are good. Wrong outcome.
Okay. So there's that.
Yeah.
So
a lot of people that come into our office are like, why are you guys wearing masks and gloves? I don't think that we want to do that. Instead, we're going to have you, the Miss Germaphobe, go around with the Lysol and
bleach water.
And it's interesting because I was kind of complaining the other day because it's taken so long to see people in my office because every time somebody comes in, these guys are in there with the Lysol and the rags and they're wiping all the tables down, the door handles down, everything down.
Yeah. You could not be in a cleaner environment. You would think going to a clinic might be a more dangerous environment, but I'm here to tell you it's about the cleanest place you can go. If you're willing to go into Walmart and Sam's Club, just know we're 100 times cleaner than that.
I think we're close to 1,000,000 times cleaner.
We have actually propped open every door in the place except for patient rooms.
Yeah, you don't touch anything.
You don't have to touch anything.
No.
So that's pretty much it about that. Anything else you want to add about just gloves and masks?
No, I think it's all we need to talk about. Other than it's way overrated and it's a false sense of security.
Mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, it's your personal choice, and we'll support you either way.
Yep.
All right, everyone. Well, we hope that you had a great Monday. If you want to sound off, well, if you disagree, we'd love to hear your comments. If you want to agree with us, we'd also love to hear that.
No, if you disagree, I really don't want to hear it.
All right, everyone. Well, we will see you tomorrow for Trash Talk Tuesday, and we'll be talking about masks again, but in a little bit of a different way.
See you then.
See ya.